This video is all about funnels and why you need them in your business, and also to introduce you to a few different types of funnels so that you know that you're not limited to just one strategy. So if you want to make sales of your online course and also generate leads in order to make those sales, you really need to have two funnels up and running in your business. One is a lead generation funnel, and then the other one, I refer to it as a promotion and sales funnel. So I recommend prioritizing your lead generation funnel because once you have that up and running, it can be doing the work for you of getting people on your email list and warming them up, nurturing them so that by the time you offer them something that you're selling, they'll be more likely to buy than someone who just came across your business. So there are a few different types of lead generation funnels. The most common and the most popular one is one where you deliver a lead magnet. So that's usually something along the lines of a downloadable freebie. So that could be a checklist, a workbook, a guide, maybe a mini ebook or a roadmap. So you create this freebie that you offer to your target audience. So the freebie should be crafted with your target audience in mind to address some kind of pain point or some kind of solution that they're looking for. And you set up a landing page or an opt-in page for somebody to enter their name and their email address in exchange for that free thing. And then once they opt in, once they tell you that they want this free thing, you set up your business so that an email is automatically sent out to that person that delivers the free thing. But it's really important to not stop there. You don't want to just send them the free gift and say, here you go, and then leave it up to them to figure out how to work with you. You want to take control. So this is a prime opportunity to send a few more emails to that person because they just expressed interest in something you offered. So right now you are top of mind for them. So you want to ideally send a sequence of, I would say, a minimum of 3 emails. Some people even recommend going up to 14 emails, over the course of which what you do is you tell them more about who you are, what your business is all about, who you work with and who you serve, what kind of problems or challenges you can solve, and also some other ways that they can connect with you. Tell them where to find you. Tell them where your most valuable content is. Tell them about what your offers are, your packages. So you want to have that funnel, that lead generation funnel, up and running basically at all times in your business so that you can be gathering leads and growing your email list. But you're not limited to only the freebie PDF as a lead generation mechanism. Some other popular funnels are a quiz funnel. So this basically involves creating your own quiz based on a topic that you think might be relevant and also fun and interesting for your ideal client. So you come up with a series of questions, and then based on their answers, you categorize them into maybe 2 or 3 or 4 categories or buckets. And then you can even change your email sequence that the person receives based on the results of their quiz. So if they fall into category A, they get the welcome sequence A, but if they fall into category B, they get the welcome sequence B. And that's really helpful for you. It provides you with some information about the person's potentially like their pain points, or maybe what stage they're at in their business, or just their level of experience with the topic that you teach. So having a quiz is insightful. It also tends to be popular because it involves some engagement, and people like that, and it's just kind of fun. So it's definitely a beneficial lead generation funnel for your business. If you want to try that, a platform that I recommend is called Try Interact, and you can follow some tutorials on there to conduct your own lead generation quiz. And then the third kind of lead generation funnel that can be beneficial to your business is called an SLO funnel. That stands for Self-Liquidating Offer. This is actually a funnel where you're getting leads, but you're also selling them a low-priced offer. Now, I don't believe in trying to meet your revenue goals by selling low-priced things, but they can be beneficial to your business in a couple of ways. So the first is that they can offset the cost of your ads. So if you're running Facebook ads in order to build your email list, those costs add up over time. But if you're making some money in the process, that can offset the cost of your ads. The other reason is if some people are paying for a product, even if it's a minor amount, they're more likely to actually read it or take action on the thing. So sometimes people go and they sign up for freebies all the time, and then they never even open the email, or they never open the attachment, or they read half of it and then forget about it. And so that is not the best situation for your business, because with your freebie, you want to prove to people that you're an authority in your niche and that you're helpful and that you can serve as a good resource for them. But if they're not consuming the material that you put out there, they're not going to know any of that. However, if they pay for something, they're more likely, because they're invested at this point, they're more likely to actually hopefully open the thing that they just purchased and make use of it. So those are three examples of lead generation funnels that you can try in your business. Now, I also want to talk about 3 different kinds of promotion and sales funnels, because you're also going to need those to sell a digital product offer. So one example of a promotion sales funnel is a webinar funnel. So this can be either some kind of live training, like a live webinar, or you can call it a masterclass or training or a workshop. And so people sign up for this. I'll say webinar. They sign up for the webinar to learn something from you. So the webinar should be really informative and valuable in and of itself. And then at the end, you introduce a paid offer. And there's also a sequence of emails as part of this funnel. It actually has 2 sequences of emails. It has one sequence leading up to the event so that people, first of all, so that you can get people to register. And then also after they register, you want them to show up. So you want to encourage them to attend by talking about all the interesting and valuable things that they're going to learn. And then there's a follow-up email sequence after the event that talks about a recap of what you taught in your training, and also talks about all the benefits of the program or offer that you're selling. But you don't have to do a live training. That's not your only option in terms of a promotion and sales funnel. You can also do a pre-recorded training. So that would also be referred to as an evergreen webinar or an evergreen sales funnel. So in that case, the steps are more or less the same. You want to first encourage people to register to watch this. There is still a registration page, even though it's not a live event. You still want them to put in their name and email, and you want to describe the topic of the webinar and the points that you're going to cover and why they should attend. And then after they opt in, they can either watch the pre-recorded video instantly. You can have it on the thank you page, or you can send it immediately to their inbox, or you can have them register and you can set up the webinar to play or to show, usually like 2 to 3 times over the next 2 days after they register, so that they have a couple of different opportunities to watch it if they're not ready to watch it right away. And then, of course, you do want to follow up with another email sequence, just like with the live training, because you're going to be presenting a paid offer at the end of the pre-recorded training, and you want to encourage people to buy it by talking about how valuable or useful it's going to be to them. Now, besides for a live training and a pre-recorded training, another type of promotion and sales funnel is a challenge. So this is where over the course of 3 to 5 days, you have more of a hands-on approach where you're teaching people how to do something very specific, and you're leading them through it in a step-by-step process where you're breaking down maybe the key 3 to 5 steps to achieving a very specific, tangible goal. And then at the end of the challenge, that's when you introduce, just like with the webinars, that's when you introduce your paid offer. And you might want to also have a series of emails that have recordings of the challenge in case people didn't attend live, and also that encourage people to purchase your paid offer. So those are some ideas that I hope will help get you going in terms of lead generation and sales and promotion funnels.